Okay, I want to make a few changes to the quiz. I'm liking it so far, but there's a few things that I want to change. One of the things I like least about this is that when I put a country, now let me find a country I like, or at least one that I can spell. I'm cheating him like mad. That's Gabon. So I'm going to try Gabon, get it right, and it says well done. I really don't like this alert. Sometimes it goes bing, but it's always irritating. You can't do anything to the page after that alert comes up. Um, and I want a nicer kind of message coming up, well done. I also want to keep score. All right, I'm sure there's a good JavaScript or jQuery way to do that, so I'm just going to search. So let's try, I'm going to put in jQuery because I'm using jQuery, and I want to flash a message. Okay, flash message, fade effect. Okay, I'm liking this. And this is Stack Overflow, always like Stack Overflow. I'm trying to use a flash message with a fade in and fade out effect using jQuery and so on. Please, okay, that's a good question. There is no straightforward way to do this, but I quite like this answer. So it says, this is the thing that I want to flash. I delay by 500 milliseconds, that's half a second, so I wait half a second, then I fade in, and then when that fade in has happened, I fade out again. Okay, I think I can work with that. So flash is the thing that I put up, so that'll be my well done message, and I'm gonna delay, fade in, and then fade out. I think maybe these pauses are way too long, but I like the style. So it's a well done message. Let me make up my well done message. So instead of alert well done, I'm going to make up a div. Actually, no, I won't. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to show you how to mix stuff up a bit. I'm going to have, I'm going to define a thing called well done, and I'm going to do that in HTML. So change dollar. So I want dollar hash well done. That's my well done message. And I'm just going to follow the thing here. It says delay for half a second and then fade in. So delay, I think 500 milliseconds is too long. I'm just going to do a tenth of a second, and then I will fade in. Okay, so that should make the message appear, and I'm going to fade in normal time, whatever the default is. Okay, that looks good. All right, so I have to make up a node called well done, and I'm going to do that in HTML. So that means going back to the template, and it's called quiz, and I need to make up a div called well done. So div id equals well done, and the message is well done. Okay, but I don't want that to be visible, at least not initially. So I'm going to hide it, and I'm going to hide it using CSS. So that means style equals, and I can say display none. That should hide it to begin with. Okay, let's see if that works. Okay, reload. Okay, now is my node there? Let's inspect. There's the body. Whoops. And there's my well done message. You can't see it. If I get this right, and that is Liechtenstein. I can't spell Liechtenstein. Let's find an easy to spell country. Benin. I don't get much easier than that. So Benin. Okay, can you see that well done showed up? But I want it to disappear again um, after a short pause. So let's go back to the jQuery. So here's the animation. So fade in, and then after fade in, I can apply a function, and this function will kick in when that animation, when the fade in animation is complete. And what I want to do is the same thing again, just checking the answer that I got. No, lost it. The answer I got from here, it says $this, that'll be the thing that just faded in, delay 2.5 seconds and then fade out again. Yeah, go on then. So this dot delay, so 2500, that is 2.5 seconds, and then fade out. Okay, so that message appears and then it will disappear on its own. Let's run that. So load it. Okay, that's Barbados. Let's try it. Barbados. Well done appears, and then well done disappears. But did you see how the new country came up instantly? Didn't give me a chance to celebrate my success. So I want to delay not only the fade out, I also want to delay this show new question. So I'm going to put that inside the fade out function. Okay, so the delay happens, and then when that fade out has completed, this function will kick off. Now we're really getting deeply nested here. So I want this show new question, I want that to occur in here. Okay, this is getting a little bit complicated, but basically every time I go in, this function here, this will kick off when that fade in is completed, and this show new question will kick off when this fade out is done. So it fades in, shows the message, and then it fades out. Okay, let's reload. Okay, so that is China. Okay, it says well done, everything stays in place, and then it fades out and I get a new country, and that's Portugal. And the well done fades in, and then it fades out and I get a new country. Yeah, that's pretty good. I think it would be nice if the well done was a bit more dramatic, and I think maybe the well done should appear below the question. So that should be fairly easy to fix. So I'll go back to my quiz here. So this well done message, let's take that and we'll put that after the question. And we'll use CSS to make this well done message be a bit more dramatic. Okay, so quit that and vi static quiz.css. Oh, we're already running that one. Where? Okay, so here's the CSS. So the message was, if you remember, it was hash well done. How can I make that more dramatic? Well, I could bump up the font size. Font size can be 300%. Oh, not that big. 300%. Will text align will be center. Give it a border. Border will be solid and thick and black. And we'll give it some padding as well. Padding 2x. Okay, let's try. Reload. Don't know that country. Brunei, it's saying. So, Brunei. That didn't work at all. What happened to my CSS? hard reload. Let's see what the CSS looks like. Network, is it loading the CSS? Quiz, that's JavaScript, there's the, let's try it. I need to cheat, I need to know what the country is. Guatemala, no, I'm not doing Guatemala. Okay, Peru. Peru, oh, that's more like it. Okay, that's well done, and then that fades out and I get a new country, and it's Egypt. Excellent. While I'm in the CSS, I think I can bump up. Let's make that image a bit bigger. Oh, done that again. The image was 200, 100. Let's bump that up, make it 200. And reload. Okay, so that's Tonga. And it fades out and I get a new country, and I know that one is Switzerland. Okay, yeah, right. That's Nicaragua. What else could we do? We could keep score. Quite a few things. One is I have to click here to get focus in, and that's a shame. I don't want to have to do that. I can fix that kind of stuff fairly easily. So let's fix that in jQuery. So that business of putting the focus there. So when I reload or when I get a new country, I want the cursor to automatically go into this box so I can just start typing. That I think I can do. So as soon as I create the input here, so this is where I create the input. Yep, that input gets added. Just go here and you can see, all right, so that's the input getting added. And as soon as I've done that, I want this thing here, that input, I want to give that focus. No, focus. Okay, so input. So this is the, can you see here? So this is the dollar input being created, and if I call focus, that should get focus as soon as it's been created. Pretty sure. So let's save that and see if the focus moves. So when I reload, I want the cursor to appear flashing there as soon as it reloads. That didn't work. Reload. That creates it, and that should give it function. I know what, it's been given focus before the append has happened, so that's not going to work. So putting the focus there doesn't help. Need another way to do this. This is the input item. I could give it an ID. So if I gave that an ID here, I could say ID is, what would this be called? This would be called answer. So that's created a thing called answer. So that's given that input an ID. Yes, this slot needs to be indented more. I don't need that console log. Actually, I do, because that's the only way I can answer these questions. So get the indentation to 2 spaces. Lost. That should be the end of the if statement. That goes up and this goes up. Okay, you've got your indentation. You don't stand a chance of programming if your indentation isn't absolutely spot on. So that lines up, that's the key up function, and that lines up with this one here. Oh, one more space. there. So the key up is lining up with that. Okay, so the input element has now got an ID, which means that after the append happens, I can find that element. Well, that's going to line up with that. Good, perfect. I can say $hash answer $hash answer dot focus. All right, so focus is the jQuery function that moves focus to that particular element. Reload. That's it. You see the flashing cursor there in exactly the right place. That's El Salvador. Wow, that's so though. That's Iran. Says well done. Get a new country, and it puts the focus in there for Greece. Perfect. Okay, that's South Africa. Just show off that I know this one. South Africa. Okay, I'd like it to be keeping score. I can do that in jQuery. I think I'll do that in the next video. Okay, I've done quite a lot here, so I'm going to update my Git server. So git commit -m. Okay, so this is set focus on new country. Okay, and git push. Did that work? Okay.